Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom. Okay, so I wanted to get into a lesson going into how the Lord is only dealing with the nation of Israel. Okay, so Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson to the elect. So I'll go ahead, I'll get straight into it. This is Psalms chapter 147 and verse 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. That's right. So when you understand that the laws, statutes, commandments were given unto the nation of Israel, okay, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay, which are the Hebrew Israelites, okay, the laws, statutes, and commandments were only given unto us, okay, continuing on. This is Psalms chapter 147 and verse 20. He had not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. That's right. So when you understand that the laws, statutes, commandments weren't given unto the other nations, okay, they were only given unto the nation of Israel. Okay, the Lord isn't dealing with these other nations. Okay, we're the Lord's chosen people. Okay, speaking about the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, so let me go ahead and get what else I had. Let me get this in Deuteronomy, the 7th chapter, and I'll start the 6th verse. This is Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. That's right. We understand that we're a holy people, okay, unto the Lord. Okay, we understand that we're separate, okay? We understand that we're the Lord's chosen people, okay? We're above all these other nations, okay? We're the greatest people on the earth, man, okay? The Lord is only dealing with us, man, okay? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, which are the Hebrew Israelites, okay? We understand that we are the Lord's chosen people, okay? So let me go ahead and get what else I had. All right. I'll get this in Amos, the 3rd chapter, and I'll start at the 1st verse, okay? This is Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. That's right. Out of all the families of the earth, out of all these nations, the Lord only knows the nation of Israel. Okay, the Lord is only dealing with the nation of Israel only. Okay, continuing on. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. That's right. So we understand that we get punished for all our iniquities, okay, because we're the only nation that were given the law, statutes, commandments. Okay, I just went into it in Psalms chapter 147, verse 19 and verse 20. Okay, we're the only nation that the Lord is dealing with. Okay, we're the Lord's chosen people. Okay, we're above all these nations that's on the earth, man. Okay, you see, I just went into it in Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. Okay, we're a holy people unto the Lord. Okay, so I'll get what else I had. Okay, I'll get this in Romans. All right, I'll get this in Romans, the 9th chapter. All right, and I'll start at the 27th verse. Okay, this is Romans chapter 9 and verse 27. Isaiah also crieth concerning Israel, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea. And if you ever been to a beach, okay, and you look at all that sand, man, you can't count all that sand. Okay, so we understand that our people are innumerable. Okay, speaking about you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, continuing on. Well, I read from the top again. This is Romans chapter 9 and verse 27. Isaiah also crieth concerning Israel, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved. That's right. So even though we know that our people are as the sand of the sea, okay, we understand that we're the Lord's chosen people. Only a remnant will be saved, though. Okay, speaking about the elect, okay, we understand that the elect are the ones that's going to be protected and ultimately delivered. Okay, so like I was going into, even though we know that our people are as the sand of the sea, okay, we know that our people are innumerable, only the elect, that remnant, will be delivered, okay, will be saved. Okay, so let me go ahead and get what else I had. Let me go to Zechariah. All right, let me go to Zechariah, the 13th chapter. And I'll start at the 8th verse. Okay, this is Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, and that land is speaking about America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, continuing on. Said the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. That's right. So we understand that 2 parts, 2/3 of our people will be cut off here in America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, we understand that they're going to die here. Okay, continuing on. But the 1/3 shall be left therein. That's right. It says, but the 1/3 shall be left therein. Okay, and that 1/3 is speaking about the 1/3, the elect that's here in America, which is Babylon the Great, that'll be delivered. Okay, so let me go ahead and get what else I had. All right, let me go to Daniel, the 12th chapter. Okay, and get this in Daniel, the 12th chapter, and I'll start at the 1st verse. All right, this is Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up. And this is speaking about Michael the archangel. Okay, continuing on, the great prince was standing for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. That's right. And that time of trouble that it's speaking about is the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, we understand that it's going to be worse than anything that we ever been through before, man. Okay, it's going to be worse than any captivity that we ever been in. Okay, we understand that it's going to be worse than slavery. Okay, that's how bad it's going to become out here during the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, and we're constantly warning our people, okay, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the Hebrew Israelites, of the things to come. Okay, whether you hear or forbear. Okay, continuing on. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered. Okay, and it says, and at that time, thy people shall be delivered. Okay, and who are the ones that's going to be delivered? The elect. Okay, that remnant. Okay, continuing on. Everyone that shall be found written in the book. That's right. It says everyone that shall be found written in the book. Okay, and we know that the elect will be found written in the book of life. Okay, so we know that the elect will be protected and ultimately delivered up out of this place, man. Okay, but like I was going into it, man, it's going to get extremely bad out here during the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Okay, we know that it's going to be checkpoints throughout these cities. We know that martial law will be declared. Okay, we understand that it's going to be women that's going to be raped out here. Okay, a lot of you people are going to see your babies get put to death right before you. Okay, you're not going to be able to do anything about it. It's going to be people that's going to be hauled off to these concentration camps. Okay, we understand that it's going to be a famine. Okay, cannibalism is going to be going on. Okay, it's going to get extremely bad out here during the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, so let me go ahead and get what else I had. All right. Get this in Isaiah, the 13th chapter. And I'll start at the 14th verse. This is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 14. And it shall be as the chase roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. That's right. So we understand that it's going to be people that's going to be like hunted gazelles out here, man. Okay, during the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, and we know it's going to be people out here like deers and headlights. Okay, not knowing which way to turn, not knowing who to call on, just completely confounded out here, man. Okay, and that's not the position that you're going to want to be in during the time of Jacob's trouble, man. The scripture goes into it in Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time and strength of salvation. Okay, and who are the ones that's going to have that? The elect. Okay, while a lot of you are going to be out here completely confounded, man. Okay, not knowing what to do, not knowing who to call on, without any works, man. Okay, having no faith. Okay, continuing on. They shall every man turn to his own people. So we know that every nation will be with their own nation, continuing on, and flee everyone into his own land. That's right. And we understand a lot of people came over here to America, which is Babylon the Great. A lot of heathens came over here, became very rich. And what did they do? they went back to their own land. Okay, they went back to where they're from. Okay, but we understand that it's going to be a lot more people that's going to want to leave America, which is Babylon the Great, seeing how bad it's going to become over here during the time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, but it's going to be a lot of them that's going to be stuck over here, and they're going to get destroyed with this place, man. Okay, and with that said, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson to the elect, and I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.